How's it going, everybody? It's Clint from the Die Hard MMA podcast. This is UFC Vegas 259, most stacked card of the year. Me and my guest, Matt Holt, break the whole thing down from a betting perspective. Check it out at the link below. Head on over to odds.com. Give us a like while you're at it, and have a good week. Good luck on all your betting action. We got a women's strawweight fight coming up here. Matt, this is one that, I'm so upset that I didn't get to earlier. We've got Livia Souza taking on Amanda Lemos. Souza is 14-2, and I got a soft spot for this girl. I don't know what it is, but I like what she brings to the cage. And Lemos is 8-1-1. She's kind of taking a bit of a slow road, a bit of a longer road there. And this is a crazy spot. The line opened up minus 215 for Souza, and it's completely flipped. Souza is now a plus 175 underdog. Matt, when I took a first glance at this one, my initial instinct was I'm all over Souza. This girl is mean. She's a former member of the Brazilian Judo Olympic team. She likes to work that low calf kick. She swings these big power shots. She uses straight punches, excellent submission defense, a nasty top game, and she always stays busy if she gets on top of you. She looks for the finish. She looks to TKO you and get you out of there. And I'm just like, she's got to be a small favorite here. I'm looking to bet her. And then I watched the tape on Lemos. And Lemos is going to have a significant size advantage, a 2-inch reach advantage, and she's got this heavy Muay Thai stance. Going to be really hard to peel her to the ground. She's got a stiff jab, and she wings big-time power shots. And I've seen her hit some people with some shots that I don't know how some of the women have survived the shots that she's landing on them. And she does absolutely everything with pure raw strength and power. And that is the biggest factor to me here. Livia Souza is the one who relies on that strength, who relies on that power. And if she can't overpower Lemos, I don't think she's got much of a shot in this fight. If I could have got Lemos as an underdog about a month ago, I would have smashed that spot. But the problem is, Lemos is minus 210 now, minus 200. So this is another spot where, kind of like we talked about, I feel like it's favorite or pass, and I don't want to lay that price. How are you looking at this one?
I was looking at the over, but the problem is the over is going to offer you just as much. So at the end of the day, I do think Souza is probably going to be tough enough to make it the distance here. And, I mean, she's fought a murderer's row throughout her career. She fought a lot of fights in Invicta. She fought Angela Hill in Invicta. I mean, she has a legit resume coming into the UFC, and now she's 5-1 in the UFC. So I wanted to bet Souza, actually. I looked for a lot of reasons to actually bet her, and then the more I watched it, too, and thought about how the fight was going to go, I actually thought she was going to have some problems handling the size and strength and power of Lemos. But I also thought that she was probably going to hang in there, because throughout all her fights with some pretty talented young ladies, you know, I mean, she's beat Ashley Yoder in her last. I mean, she has some legit wins. She's been put in some tough spots a couple times. I thought, well, this one feels like one of those fights where maybe I just suck it up and lay the minus 190 that the fight will go the distance.
That may be the path here. Souza is so tough and gritty and nasty that I don't see anybody putting her away anytime soon. And same thing with Lemos. Like, she is super tough, and the one time she got TKO'd in the third round, it's because she hit the girl with the kitchen sink and had nothing left to give and gassed out. And that was like 4 years ago. So since then, she's been much more refined, much more conscious of her gas tank, hasn't tried to kill anybody until she smells blood, and then she can go for it. I'm going to say that this is going to be Lemos by decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if Souza puts up a bit of a fight.
Yeah, and maybe, I mean, I think you have to look into those type of props in this fight, whether it's Lemos by decision, will go the distance, something like that, because I don't see either one of these ladies getting the other one out of there. I think Souza's plenty tough, and her submission game, and I don't think there's going to be a lot of submission attempts by Lemos, who prefers to ground and pound when she gets down there rather than hunt for submissions. And I think Souza's plenty tough to get to the end. So maybe it's just Lemos by decision, which you could probably get in like the minus 120 range. That's probably what it's going to be for a range.
It's plus 110. You can actually get Lemos by decision at plus 110, which that's that may be the way I'm looking at this point.
Yeah, that's probably the right side right there.
Yep. Well, once again, no bet locked in on this one for me personally, but looking at the Lemos side, don't know that I want to parlay her at that line or anything like that, but Lemos by decision doesn't seem like a bad look. Rely on the toughness of Souza to get all the way to the judges' scorecards and just hang on.